Hello and welcome to paradise. Honolulu, Hawaii, the site of an annual tradition of bowl season, the Hawai'i Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Cal's offense will take the field first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. Third down, force him into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this D.
The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Takes it on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense has its first opportunity of the day. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 40, there he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick him up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Snap in the shotgun. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Takes the easy one to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Quarterback on the keeper. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Unloads quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. Working that left side now. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Rainbow Warriors will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna sling it on second down. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get 1st downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Myers on the move. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Pulled down for the tackle.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run this one off right tackle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Hauls it in. There he goes. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cal! Great job by the back on the option. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Using the quick game. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires on the run. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Hawaii. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Off play action on first down. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Grabs it inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even find a spot in the middle. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it first and 10 inside the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Hawaii!
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll try the counter. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Wants to fire on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Golden Bears line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Warriors! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Oh, he makes the catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him and nobody's close. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain and they're set up with a first and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, talk about drawing a plum assignment. A first half spent in paradise, and in many ways this Hawaii Bowl has lived up to expectations. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Hawaii Bowl.
And the Golden Bears will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got a little space. Turning it on. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of 1. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
And the Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
The Golden Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, what a cut! And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And the comeback is on!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The Rainbow Warriors can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hawaii.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Works the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hands it off. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. On target to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Golden Bears are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Fires left. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The Golden Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Touchdown, Cal! The offense cashing it in on that drive. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The running back has it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. They're working that left side. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. On third down, he drops to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. This is now a 7-point game.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with second and short. Quick release on the RPO. And And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Creates a little space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Pressure coming. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Powers forward. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will open from the 15. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.